Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, and this is another video on ReactJS project which we are doing. So if you have not watched my previous video, please do watch that. I will attach a link here, you can see up there. And this is the second part where we will be covering couple of concepts. So let's see that how we can do it. So today we will be covering how we will navigate from just clicking on the post read more button, right, and how we can navigate to the another page and get the data from here. Also we will do the trim here because we don't want all the data to see on the detail on the category page, right. We will also be adding the header and footer, right. So right now our blog do not have a header and footer, so we will create using router vs6, right. So we'll create a layout, and then from there you will have header footer available for any of your sub pages, right. So we'll do that. So what is first? So let's trim all of that so that it won't have kind of um so let's trim the post body data. Okay, so whatever the description we have, let's trim that, and then we'll move forward for other tasks. Okay, so this card post which I have created previously, right. So here is the place we generally get this data, right, and rendered. So what we can do, one way is we can directly say this dot substring. Okay, so you can pass the value till like let's say most like 20 letters you will trim, so it will trim like that. Okay, so you see everywhere we have got this trimmed value, so you can increase it to if you want 200 or something. So you have some data available, then if you want you can just give dot 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 here. Okay, so what you'll get is triple dot here, so that user know okay we have to read more from here. Okay, so let's give this 100. So generally this kind of concept we should not handle in JSX directly. Anywhere in the interview if they ask, then you have to tell this, and you have to show how we can create reusable util methods, right. So you can create that util method here. So you can create your common util. Okay, so let's create our util function, right. So trim text. Okay, so this will be a function and which will receive a text. So basically you will be sending text, right, and you will be returning the text dot substring, and then you will say okay till 100. But what you see here is the 100 is the hard coded value. There might be a places where you wanted to change this value dynamically. So what you can do, you can receive that as a parameter trim value. Okay, and you can pass this as a dynamic value here. So what will happen, so wherever you want 200 you can pass 200 here, so that will help you, right. So now what we can do, so we leave that post body, so we can remove this from here. So and even you can return this 3 dot from there if you want, but some places you might not want this 3 dot, so let's leave that. So what we can do, we can just say trim, what is our method name. So okay, we have not exported export. So trim text is our method name. So what we can do, trim text, so you can pass this body data here. So whenever you pass this one comma 100, so right now we are saying 100, right. So we can always change that. So you see based on 100 it is trimming, so you can reduce or increase to 200. So now it is dynamic, so you can go anywhere and you can just add that. Okay, you can go any other component and just increase the value or decrease the value, right. So let's keep the 100 here. Okay, so at least we are sorted here. All our post body content is having the common length, right. Okay, so great. So what we can do, we can have a div. Okay, so now what is our next part, what we have to do here. So look wise it's not that great, but yeah, what we can do is we'll just understand the functionality and we'll change the look later. Okay, so next part is just to have your header and footer. Okay, so we are using React Bootstrap, so we can see if we have available components. Okay, navbar, yeah, we have a couple of them, right? So you have this navbar available, and footer anyway, you can keep some. Yeah, I think this is there, so we can use any of these whichever we like this type, or let's say the black color one we like, so we can use that. So this is what we have, right? So navbar we can use. So let's create a layout, right? So layout, so we can create page layout JSX. Okay, so we have the layout available, and let's create our header component. Okay, okay, and also we can create our footer. So yeah, so we have this, so let's use that here. Like, you can just, you have to import this navbar. Okay, so navbar we need so all the dependencies we need to import. Okay, so yeah, so what you can also do is you can also import links separately if you want, right? So now we have this header available, and similarly we can create our footer. So rsf, for now I'll just give this thing like copyright kind of thing. Okay, so this is what we have, right? So all right result, so I have kept. Okay, fine. So we have header and footer available right now. Now we can create a page layout, right? So you remember we had created a router video before, and where we have created a page layouts, right? So similarly we'll create here, and what we will do, we will import our headers here and footer. Okay, headers and header component basically HE. Okay, yeah, so this is, so let's import this and your footer component. So we have these two, but if you have seen my previous video, so we need outlet here, so that our components, right, can become a child component of this, right? So outlet. Okay, so we have outlet here, which is from React Router DOM. So now our layout is set. Okay, so we have our header, and basically footer is not yet imported. Yeah, footer is here. So now what we need to do, we need to go to our app.js, where, yeah, where we had these routes available. So what we can do, so we can say if it is slash. Okay, so we can just replace this with page layout. Yeah, okay, on page layout, and here we have to define route. Okay, path slash element home. Okay, so what you see here is this path is common between this and this. So what we can, so what you see here is this path is common between this one and this one. So what we can say, this is indexed. So basically, so every time you hit this, so it will follow this layout and render homepage in that. So let's see if we do not have any error. We do not have any error. So let's go back and see. So what you see here, we have our footer and header. So footer is also there. So we can just follow this thing like so. For footer to have that black thing, right? So we can also create some css, otherwise we can just make it center, right? So to have center we might have a class, right? So all of that we have to go through this React Bootstrap. Okay, so what all things available, what all classes we have already, right? So there will be a class text center, so I believe that should be there. That is a general class in Bootstrap, so you can use that. So you can say class name, okay, and you can pass text center. So if we check back, yeah, so this is available. So I just want a black background, so if that is there, so that will help us. So we can also use this thing so that it will be easier. So navbar, so instead of doing that, it will be easier by doing this, right? So navbar, yeah. So let's see. So we have that, and where is our text, by the way? Should be in the inside that only thing is the color what we are receiving is black. Okay, so because of that reason, so if I give the color, it should be there. Okay, so that is the thing. So we can use this, otherwise we can create our own, yeah, our own class, which is like bg black. Okay, and that because app.js is there, sorry, app css is there, which is common, so you can write there for time being, but later you can create a scss for specific components, so you can also do that. bg, so you can say background color. Okay, so we have this color available. So I think if you go back and see, okay, so let me check that here. So we have bg black, yeah. Okay, so now yeah, so we have this bg black, and I think the text is still black. So what we can do is we can change color to white, text align center. Okay, I think it is today, it is taking some time for compilation. See, looks like it is little slow today, so let me restart, so that might help. Okay, so we have all of this, so at least we have some footer, so you can create your footer in better way, like you can have your logo and links available there. So what is our next part? So at least we have our header, we have our footer, and we have our post, latest post, right? So latest post, we can just go to this home, we can change it to h3, so it looks little h3. Okay, yeah, it's taking bit more, right? So we have latest post, we can say hr, yeah, great, looks little better. So now next part is when we click on read more, it should navigate to another page and carry this information which we are already fetching. So there are two way. Okay, one way is you fetch the data from your server when you navigate to your page. Okay, that is one way, but in our case we already have all the data related to post, so why to fetch again from the server, right? So if you already have the data, then you should not fetch that data again. So that's not a good practice, right? So if you are fetching again and again data, the server will get engaged. So you have to identify if data is there or not. If not, then you have to fetch the data. Otherwise you can pass that data to another component. So let's do that. So let's go to this post page, and we have this button available, so we can attach a event on click. So handle click. So this handle click will help us to navigate. So to navigate, we need to use this hook called use navigate. Okay, so this will help us to create so this hook will help us to navigate to another page, right? So we can navigate where we can navigate to post slash post, right? And whenever you click, you will navigate to this post component. So now we have to define the post component. Okay, so let's define one post page post.jsx. okay, so rsf. So we have this post component where this is post page. Okay, so we have this post page available, and we have all of that here. So now what is our next job? So our next job is to keep the route. So if you do not have route, then you will not be able to navigate, right? So you need to keep an route. So you have to say path. Sorry guys, path. So you have to say post element. So today my VS Code is a little slow, so we have to say post. Okay. So we have post route available right now, and we have created a post page. So now what we can see, if somebody click on this button, okay, it will navigate to this post page. So let's see that if that is happening. Yeah, at least we are going so now we able to navigate to this post page. So what is our next job? So to pass this data from here to this page. Right now we don't have that data. So to do that, we need to pass that data from here. Okay, so this data, post data, we need to pass to another one. So we can do that. And whenever we start using these brackets, right, so at the time of render it will start executing. So it's better we avoid that. I can also show you what happens generally if you do that. So let's say you are passing this post data, okay, and you are receiving that post data here. So what will happen if you go back to your page, right, home, automatically it will come here, because the particular handle is executing while rendering that page. So to avoid that thing, right, so we need to, so you have to just keep your handle click under your arrow function, so that way it will not redirect as and when you render, right? So now data is there. So what we can do, so in order to pass the data inside your pages while navigating, right, so you can just define a state. So whenever you start writing, it will just tell you state, okay, and then colon data. So now you have your data available. Okay, so whenever you navigate, you will have data inside your state. See, still not changing the thing, but that's okay. So let's go to post. So how will you receive that data? That's very important. So there is a hook, post data equals use location. Okay, so this is the hook which will help you to get the data. Okay, so you can say const log. Okay, so we have this post data. Okay, So this post data we can see whenever we navigate to this page. Okay, let's see the demo. So let's go back. Okay, so we have all the latest post. Now whenever I click on this, okay, because I'm not rendering that post data, but I can see inside my component. So we have the state and we have all the data available, right? Okay, so data is available. So what we can do, this dot state, so this is our data. So we can destructure this here before even going to return. So we can say const body title. Okay, so now inside this I'll just say h2 and I'll render my title and p tag. Okay, so p tag for body. Okay, so we have destructured our data. Now what we can see, yeah, so we have this here. So we can also import our, okay, so we have our container here. Today it's damn slow, not sure why, but yeah, so we have a container. We have to import that here. So yeah, okay, so we have imported. Now everything looks great. So what you see here is your post data. You can always go back. Let's say you go back, go to any other post, so you have your post data, right? So we can create a little better way, like look and feel and everything. Like if you have image passing through, everything you can do it, right? So you can also go back. So history is also working fine, right? So you can also show your hashtags, right? So this also you are getting from your API, right? So this post data API also have a reaction, so you can also show your reaction, right? So this is how you can create your blog project easily. So in this video we'll keep this much. Okay, so where you can navigate through the pages. Okay, you can pass the data, right? So next video we'll see how we can also do another APIs. So here, so we have comments API. I think we have search post, single post. So yeah, add post is also there. So next video we'll see how we can add the post, update the post and delete the post. Okay, so all of that. So thank you so much being here in the video, and please do like this video, and if you like my content, please subscribe to channel and press bell icon. Thank you everyone, bye.